We've been doing flashlight reviews on this channel for some time, and we've always got some give and take between what we're willing to work with and what we're not. Proprietary charging cables, magnetic charging, easy. Do we have something that's simple? Do we have a good light? Do we have a proprietary battery? All that stuff. I think I have a flashlight here that's going to check a lot of boxes. People are going to really like this because you have a ton of different options. So sit back and watch as we go over this PowerTac flashlight. So right here we have the PowerTac E5R Gen 4. What I like about this flashlight is it's very versatile. You do have a swivel ring here that you can put anything on as far as the included tether, or if you want a locking ring or anything like that. It does have a generic, but it does come with a PowerTac 3.6 amp hour 18650 battery. Now the 18650 is obviously something that, you know, we'd like to move up into the 21700s if we could, but you do get 2 hours running on this in turbo mode at 1800 lumens. This ring would have came off if I wanted to slide it over the rubber O-ring. This little pocket clip will just pop off here, so if you do not want either one of them on there, they will come out. The knurling on this light is excellent. It feels good. It's really going to stick in your hands. You do have sort of a crenulated bezel up here if you're going to pound this guy around. I did hit the tail switch here. You can see that. When you turn it on, interesting. Seems that we did a little damage here to a light that was working excellent before. So let's see what we can come up with here. Pull this battery out. It does have some ways of knowing that if you've got the polarity incorrect. So we know we have the polarity right. Put this guy back in. We got the same issue. Bummer. This light was really cool. It is IPX rated. So it should have taken that hit without issue. It's definitely not the battery because the light's still working. It's kind of in a strobe mode. Something in there went when I hit the tail switch. All right, if it doesn't work, continue to beat it. So the reason I liked this light so much was, first, it was magnetic chargeable. So you could pop this guy on and it would tell you that it's charging, everything's good. If you didn't want the magnetic charging, you could simply pop this little magnetic charging unit out, just like that, and you have a micro or mini, it's micro USB. So everybody's got one of those, and you have this little charger here that you could probably pop into just about anything else if you had a phone, which none of them have this anymore. But that would charge this guy up. You had 2 hours of runtime on turbo, so they also give you more of these little clips inside the case, especially the rubber. I'm really bummed that this didn't work. The one thing that I felt different about this is the tail switch that turns it on is just an on and off, and then all your modes come up from up front. As you can see, I can't change modes. Good news is I did show this outside, so I filmed the outside part before this. So let's go outside and take a look at what this light physically could do.
PowerTac designed this light to be very simple. Very, very simple. Tail switch to turn it on, and then look into the pool here. Your forward switch, the Firefly mode, is what controls your modes. If you push and hold, turns it on at strobe mode, and from there you can just see how everything changes. And if you put it on, let's say, low mode here, you can just see what's happening. If I push the tail switch, turn it off, turn it back on, it knows what mode I'm in, holds that. Pretty cool flashlight, 1800 lumens. They're talking about 340-ish meters of throw, but for everyday carry, this is very significant for light. It lights things up well, gives you a nice bright circle. I like it. I like how it feels, but we need to talk about tools in a way and what feels right in your hand. The easy on switch, I like the tail switch, but I also like it when I can turn on the light with the midship switch or the forward switch also, instead of just the modes. I find myself trying to turn the flashlight off with the switch. Let's go to the back of the barn here, get an idea of how well this light is spread out. There's a good beam in the center, but at the same point we are lighting up the whole barn. Again, on camera it doesn't show quite as well, but let's walk outside and get an idea of what this would look like long distance. Camera does not show this light in as far as it shines, that's for sure. If I show something white, maybe a little bit more. Let's shine down the fence line. Yeah, even there on the back of the camera, it doesn't quite show it as well as it really shows up. Definitely works well, but let's use the back of the barn here to go through the modes again. The pool was neat to see, but firefly mode, low, and there's high. Definitely cool, definitely works. Neat little flashlight that definitely could use some good things to talk about here. I think it's well worth just discussing the different things in this light, because it has a combination of a lot of things that I've been looking for in multiple lights and a lot of things that you guys have been looking at. So let's go inside and talk about it.
So just to confirm that it was the flashlight, I took this completely apart, tried to figure out why the switch stopped working. But this will run off of a 18650 or two CR123As. I took apart another flashlight. I've got the two CR123As in here. I can't get it to stop doing anything no matter what I do. So it wasn't the battery that timed out, it was the actual flashlight that crapped out on me. But the good news is I did walk around outside for a very significant period of time, probably about 25 minutes. Let's go back out and hear what I have to say about the heat that this flashlight put out.
Being an 18650 light and having this on for a very, very long period of time, I'm surprised at how little heat is in this flashlight. We really don't have it. It is warm, don't get me wrong, but not to the point where any of the other 21700 cell flashlights have gotten. So this is a good long-term flashlight that does have some heat, but it's definitely not going to be super hot like some seem to get.
Man, this sucks. A lot of times in this channel, I'll push tools well beyond their intended use and things will break, but that's because we're really pushing them beyond their intended use. I don't think that this flashlight and pounding it into this wood base was really that much more than a 2-meter drop or anything else that this flashlight might go through in its normal daily use. So I'm surprised that it did fail, and it sucks. It plainly does. I really liked the light. It gave a different feel, and I wasn't so sure about the tail switch for on and off in all the modes. It was kind of like a tool. You get used to one and then you switch to a different brand, and you're kind of stuck in thinking that the switches do the same thing and they don't. But it was a neat light. It came with a lot of different bezels, or didn't come with their accessories, so you could have red green, blue filters on the front. You could also get an attachment so you could put it on a Picatinny rail, and that would have been nice if you wanted to actually have a switch in the back that would remember the modes up front. Now this light would also work in the lower 3 modes while charging. So if you had it in your car or wherever you might be and you were charging, you wanted to turn it on, it would work. So why am I still talking about this light and why am I still even here? Because it broke. First, I want to tell you what happens, show you everything, go through that whole process. I don't hold anything back. I don't hide it. If it breaks, it breaks. Video still goes out. You get to learn from me. But what we're both going to learn together here is this unit has a no-hassle lifetime warranty. So I hate to do this but I really don't. I'm going to turn it into warranty and say, hey, this thing broke and here's what I did. And it shouldn't have. So we're going to find out what PowerTac says about the warranty if I get this replaced. So if I get this replaced, I am going to buy another unit similar to this, hopefully larger, and I'll come back, tell you about it. And so subscribe to the channel so you see those videos pop up, and then we can kind of see what the warranty is, and we'll do that again and see if we can break this light again. If we do, then I definitely wouldn't suggest it. But from here, light duty use, it was a cool light. Kind of reminded me of the Olight M2R Pro, or just the M2R, which would be the 18650 version. Had a good beam, everything worked great, didn't get too hot, and it doesn't lower itself down off turbo mode. It'll stay on turbo mode for 2 hours, which was cool, except it didn't take a beating. So we'll get back to the drawing board, continue looking for more flashlights that will hold up in the abuse that everybody will put them through on a daily basis, and give you a quality light that's got all kinds of different options of charging and all that good stuff. So I appreciate you hanging out with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give us a like in this video. Throw those comments down there. Do you think I abuse this light or not? As always, I appreciate your time. Have a great day.